This video is for the some of the newbies, some of the long those who have been following this channel. And I'm not expecting everybody or anybody to really completely understand my tactics of the way I express my work. It comes from games. It comes from a secondary way we can look at a word. I can hear a sound. But do you know in any of these sounds and words we say, if it comes from another language at all? So there are these hidden things. This is what I do. I don't expect you to understand right away. If there's something that you really need to know, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be embarrassed. I'm learning at the same time. Your questions will only iron out my better understanding. And it's like standing. Do you think you can just stand? Do you think you can just stand up? If the wind blows, you're still standing. Standing up, swimming. It's a vibration. You see the baseball and you swing when you see you can put your bat on it. But how do you figure that out? How do you figure you can swing the bat and hit the ball? How can we do the way we, because we connect, we're connected. There's a whoosh. You hear vibrations in the air. If somebody was close to smacking you and your eyes were closed, you'd probably still know. You wake up in the morning, but this world that we are in, okay, yeah, you can say we're flesh. We are flesh. And we don't know the scariness of passing on death. Oh my God, I'm not going to be here anymore. But the thing is, we have to be made aware that we go into these must be other bodies or even a memory bank, but wherever we go, our minds are going to be kept happy and busy. If they say 7 billion on the people, because that's all the spirits there are, there's no more room for any more. The computers are all full. The moon is warming up more and more and things are shifting. They can't keep the moon cool enough. Right? Well, that's just the way I see it. Moon number 57, I did tell you. 57 is the moon, 37 is the cube creation of the gateway. 47 is time. 67 is the halfway house. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, and it is the water that is the halfway house, because water is the same number. O in French are 3 vowels. E-A-U, starting with Mars, and then Venus, Mercury. The flow in the spirit that brings the knowledge. IBM 790, 796, the gateway for rotation. IBM's first computer that NASA brought in. So it's all sports. Is it a penalty? Basketball. They run up and down the court. But in football, you got to stay perfectly still, and then you can smack everybody, but in a certain way. Can't hit helmets. Get a penalty. No helmets in basketball, of course. All these things. I'm going to show you just one little piece that I have over here. This is a star you do not need to lift your finger, and it also represents the sun because of these. This is in commercials. NASA, they need to find the window to get out. Why do they need to find the window, and what is their angle to come back in? Are they going through a camera lens that opens and closes? They flew around the Earth. Russia flew around the Earth, okay? The first time, an hour and 8 minutes, I think it was. 36, 36, 36. Triangle. It flew around the triangle. Maybe it's round because of the oceans. IBM 790. Cycle of the moon inside the word death. What about ROM? Transfer of ROM. 21 days for the chick to hatch. And here we have the percentage sign. Also looks like an 8 with a 1 in between. Percentage sign also looks like 9 and 6. 888 divided by 6 is 148. The spirit in Pluto. 444, which is in 4, 5, and 6. 5, 6, and 7. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Everybody's got 4 corners. Equals 74. The number to time, the number to Jesus. 95 minutes. Neptune, E-I-E-I-O. An hour and 35 minutes, says Ace. An hour, 35 minutes, says Ace. 720, right? 1335 is in the afternoon. 48 is Pluto. 48. So when we go to Pluto, we might read Psalms 4-8. Pluto's sun. 24, 34, 44, 54, 64, 74, 84, 94. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. WI, S&P, SNU. Fall or autumn. I'm not going to get into this yet, but inside this one, it's win Earth. Terre is in French. Win a new Earth. Spring. S&P 16 and 19. They are reverse artificial intelligence passing at the halfway life. The ring. Summer. Same the ocean. Artificial intelligence inside alpha beta. Creation of altered currents. Summer. M&M 26 equaling to the queen. We had that on the other one. 26 went with 34, the DC connection, because we have to create 60 for the clock. Now, if you want to run by 24, you want to run by 12, you want to run by 15, depends which game we're playing. You run by 15, you could be playing 15-minute periods, 4 periods, 12-minute periods in basketball. You can have 12-minute periods, but you'd have to have 5 of them to create 60. That would be the clock at a movement of 3.75 to reach that 60. (12, 16) 3-7. 11-16, win a big red sun. KP. LPKP. 3-2. We have the clock running in 12 hours times 2. 4 times 6. 6 times 4. 3 times 8. 2 times 12. 8 by 3. Now when we run this here, 1 and 2 equals to 3. So we get 3 times. 3 times. This equals to 3. 120 degrees. Why? Because take a look at the number over here, 180. 3 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours. 4 hours times 60, 6 hours times 60, 3 hours times 60. These are making the 24-hour day. So we get the 360 degrees at 4 and 6. So that's where our time is at the 12th, at the 6, every 6 hours. We end up making a day. This one over here becomes, instead of 12 times 2, it's now 6 hours is 120. Because we went around again to the second side, right? 12 times 2 hours, can't use 12, so we have to use 1 and 2 is 3. Do you follow what I'm saying? 2 hours times 60 minutes equals 120. 12 times 2 hours is 24 hours. 12 times this is 144 equaling to the day. This one over here. But 3 hours, 1 and 2 is 3 times 2 equals to 6. 6 hours equals to 120 times 4 is 480. The Son of Man. 48 is Pluto. Do you follow what I'm saying? It's already telling me that I've gone around again. And it's telling me a measurement because of 3 times 2 is now 6. This becomes 1/3 of the 360. Tells me there's 3 parts to go around for 360 degrees. But around is around, my friend. Around is around. So it'd be inside the corners to a perfect triangle. So there's questions to be asked in here. 2 and 4, 6, 3 and 6, 9, 1 and 8, 9, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 8, 12, 1 and 2, 3. Nine minutes into the video. Add 1 to 15, you get 120. 10 times 10, 100, plus 10, twin towers. Now you connect the next one, 10, you get 120. 1 to 15, 10, 10. All zeros equal 6. 16 times 16 is 256. 256 plus 16, 272. Win a big red sun, plus 16, 288. Connect the skies. 288 times 1.25, which is the center number. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. 6 and 1, 6 and 1, 77, 1717. It's 5775. 1.25 equals to 360. Were you thrown out or were you sitting on the throne? Another thing to say is, do you see these? This will create the NASA sign. And in the next video, I'm going to show you this sign for NASA and talk about the numbers in TV. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. We are going to uncode everything. You already know. You do know why I'm here. I run Mr. Tackpans, whatever it is. I'm adding this in at the end. I got places that I sell shirts with designs all over. Win a Big Red Sun or Cow Mr. Tackpans. Just look up Mr. Tackpans. Usually you'll find all the places. I'm not happy with some of the stuff at Cow, but anyways, yes, I got everything in. Everything was packaged. Everything was nice, but something anyways, I'm at Art Aware. I am at Fine Arts America. Like I said, just put Mr. Tackpans in. And I think I'm going to write, and I want to know from anybody that watches these videos, just say yes. Do you think I should write greeting cards, happy birthday, from Mr. Tackpans, and instead of ordering it from somewhere else, just buy one with my design? And that's just something I need to implement into my work. Does everybody do it? But I am doing it. I'm already doing it, so I may as well. I mean, I can't be foolish, right? The clientele is out there. The people are out there. I have the medium of sharing right here, and you're there. So, Raphael 7286 coming to you from the House of Paint. Thank you for watching this video.